TikTok family. With no further ado, let's get right into it. Listen, y'all, understand something. Um, while you're out here doing what you're doing and minding your own business, um, women are not going to be satisfied with Pookie and Ray Ray. They're not. Not Brady or Brad. They want it all. They're going to come after you, okay? So, when they come after you, just drop my stone. You know what I'm saying? When they come after you, you know what I mean? You're going to have boundaries. You're going to have standards. I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of them know that they don't meet your boundaries or standards. So what they're going to do is they're going to gaslight you, okay? They're going to tell you stupid stuff like, we got to, you know what I'm saying? You might just be scared to commit and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. That's ridiculous. Any woman that has any respect for you, first of all, knowing that you're a man, it's not going to be bringing up fear or you being scared of something. See, this is shaming language because women know that men don't like to be called scared of nothing. 111 on the timer that say this. We don't want to hear that kind of stuff. Just like they don't want to hear that they're overweight, no matter how much they're overweight, right? But see, they can throw things out there like that and say things of that nature, but let you tell one of them that muffin top is looking crazy, or those rolls on your back are looking so thick like you could breathe underwater. You say some stuff like that, man, or the back of your neck is looking, ooh, that roll back there, it's looking like some baloney, or, you know what I mean, saying some stuff like, man, that back is so wide, you could be a linebacker or something, you know what I mean, play for a football team, whatever. You can't say things like that, but they can say this stuff like this. You're probably just scared to commit in a relationship. Who are you talking to? See, this is what they do, right? They're allowed to throw shaming languages, yell at you. You're not allowed to say nothing. You're not allowed to do anything. You're not allowed to say nothing. They have you, guys like scared to speak. They can't speak their mind on nothing. They have these Pander Bear Express guys. I look at some of those pandering dudes online, 222 on the timers that say this, and I know that they hate their life because I'm like no self-respecting. Some of them guys that be on those podcasts be pandering to women. Some of them like they enjoy it, but some of those guys like they're down low anyway. But the other ones that are not down low, they seem like they're just in prison, like they're trapped. I gotta do these shows. I gotta get these checks. You know what I mean? I'm telling you right now, man. When you have boundaries and standards, women are terrified of rejection. Period. So if you have boundaries, see, women believe that they can go to you and speak to you and get you, no matter what. No matter how fine you are or whatever. Women believe that they can, snatch any man that they want. And this is all women. All women, no matter their size, no matter their looks, no matter their personality. And don't let them look to the societal standard of looking good, right? The societal norm of looking good, what we all agree to be, traditionally good looking or whatever. You can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. They believe they can get you anytime they want you. And the minute you put a little bit of pushback out there, they use it like a mission to try to get to you through, mental manipulation. And if they can't do that, then they'll try to reverse psychology you, talking crazy like, oh, you're just scared to commit. And, once you're no longer scared to commit, then, you'll make a good boyfriend or woo da da da. No one's scared to commit. None of you are worth committing to. So you can reverse it in your minds, but this is what sets up for the delusional reality that you guys live in, where you don't understand that you're not living in the same real reality that we live in. When we tell you that we don't want to do something, you'll make up some weird false dichotomy in your head and then come up with some alternate reality to justify the fact that somebody doesn't want you. It can't be that you don't have the qualities, the qualifications, you don't have the ladylike, feminine frame needed for some guy to feel like he has something worth being with. So we try to let you down nicely, 444 on a timer as I say this, but instead you can't be let down nicely. A guy has to get online like me and say this and that and a third because you don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. And I'm only going to give you ladies the truth, okay? Now listen, when a man nicely tries to fade away, or when a man shows that he's not interested in some type of capacity, it's not directly saying he's not interested, that is not your opportunity to fake up, not fake up, well, that's a good one, to make up, you know what I'm saying, a fake reality automatically, and then start, you know what, he's just not ready to commit right now. He has his problems, and no, because what man do you know, red-blooded American man, or, you know, red-blooded man, period, do you know, that's going to turn down a woman unless he can automatically see trouble? Okay? Okay? So we can automatically see trouble. We know trouble when we see it. You're trouble. You look like trouble. 555 on the timer, as I said that. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking like trouble, carrying yourself like trouble, well, you know what I mean. We ain't got to be, you know what I'm saying, clunked over the head, you know, for us to realize this woman's probably going to be a bunch of toxic problems just based off of what we're doing. Like, okay, for example, right, I had to stop watching content creators. Mostly, I watch very few. I can't get inspiration from very many. A lot of women do a lot of crazy stuff, right? You know, like women are, man, they're always talking like they don't want any leadership from us, while at the same time watching my videos, pretty much scripting out what they believe to be what's going on, going back to their channels and regurgitating it doggone near word for word. It got so bad with those readers, I had to stop. Like, I'm all together, nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying? You know, or content creators, and this is what gets me, this is how I, you know, use to, excuse me, get inside the minds of these haters that I have that are mostly female, right? You know, these content creators, you know what I mean? They don't, it seems like most women can't handle rejection. And because of that fear of rejection, it causes them to do a lot of different things that they feel like is going to help them, you know, in the event that they can't get what they want, which is, you know, you, if they feel like they deserve you or whatever, they'll do different things. Some women have things already in their head ready to say, you know, if it don't seem like you're going to take them in. Like, some women are like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, some women might have a whole prepped out line and, you know, whatever else, or some kind of way to shade you, you know, because you're not gonna, you know, you're not showing them interest, you know what I mean? Because when they feel like they're gonna put themselves out there, if you in any kind of way, if they put themselves, what I've learned from being on social media, I'm trying to, you know, articulate this, a lot of thoughts are going through my head of all these crazy women I'm encountering, and I'm an engineer, so I'm taking in a lot of information. Like, that's the way I work, and I try to, like, organize it in my head and then put them in a bunch of different archetypes, so that way I can articulate how they're coming across to me, because I watch a lot of, you know, women. Like, I watch, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't afford at 39 to be, you know, acting silly. Like, I don't know that most females and women out here move funny and are opportunists. So knowing that, having a 12-year-old son and going through what I went through with this past lady for almost 9.5 years, I cannot afford to act dumb, ignorant, and stupid, like I don't see what's going on around me. Like, I can't Google and get some analytical information regardless of what the podcasts are saying or what the television is saying. So with that information, I know that by 2030, they're saying most women will be childless and single. So 2030 isn't that far away. And I'm gonna be honest with you, those are rough estimates. I would probably say before then, like 2027, 2028. When that happens, that's when women are gonna come out the woodwork. The ones hiding behind their ego, the ones that are online, you know, making counter content to everything you say that makes them feel some type of way. Because what's going to happen is there's going to be a shortage on men, and there's going to be an abundance of women. So women will be getting in shape. That is our time to shine. See, we gotta stop looking at what's being put in front of us, look at the future, and look at the information that's given to us like the elites do. They look at the data, and then they make a trajectory from that data, you know, reverse engineer it. We have to do the same type of stuff. We can't listen to them. We already know that. Can't listen to women because they'll lie to you to look at you straight, right? And some of the lies they say, they believe them because they watch so much content online. And you know what happens when you watch content? The app starts sending you stuff tailored to you. So these women are watching, women that are projecting their trauma through these readers and some of these, prophetic word women. And some of these women are just online, just talking, about relationships and podcasts and stuff. They're taking all that in, man, and then they're projecting it on all of us, man. We don't want nothing to do with that. They're taking in all this negativity and building these different profiles for us, man. And then they don't feel like they need to be approached. They don't feel like they should have to do anything but to sit there and do and be what they believe to be pretty, man. And they don't. I watched a video from a lady talking about she wants a guy to cut her steak. She's gonna go out on a date with the guy. She's gonna order steak no matter what. They're gonna pre-cut it anyway, but she wants her man to cut it again. Listen, man, we gotta let them age out. We gotta let them age out by 2030 or a little bit before that. Trust me, it's already happening now. But by 2025, I would say next year. By 2025, next year, 2024, you're gonna see women getting in shape, women going to therapy, women dropping seminars to other women about how to be feminine again. Okay, I'm putting ideas out there for you ladies. Pay attention, I'm dropping your gems. Okay, seminars from ladies that are teaching them how to be feminine again, how to be a woman again, and then trying to reintroduce themselves as something that we might want, because the single mother, baddie, and the whatever, boss lady, all that stuff is coming to an end because the reality is kicking in. It's a bunch of single women with a bunch of debt running around with a bunch of filtered pictures and social media that allows them to filter their body and everything, projecting themselves as something of value when most of them have so many bodies, there's no way that they could bond with you ever. Ever. You know what I'm saying? So what they're going to do is come into the relationship with a mask on, hoping to fool you as long as they possibly can. Maybe they're trying to fool themselves as well into thinking that by donning that mask and you being a good man, you might be able to pull them out of the depths of hell where they're at, where they want a Pookie, Ray Ray, or a Tyrone or Chad to bottom them out without having any relationship commitment with them. They just want some guy that looks good to come over, go out with. Because most women nowadays, they really don't want commitment, man. It's crazy. They really just want to do what they want to do, have maybe a title of a boyfriend, but still be able to do it. They really don't want commitment, man. And it's crazy that it's like this right before this huge transition is coming in, but that's the way it is. At their peak, obviously, is going to be, where their empire collapsed, this whole structure, the system set up, because what the women do is keep us oppressed, into slavery, and then, the powers that be keep them into slavery with all the little trinkets and, the shiny things and the money and the grants and the welfare and things of that nature that they flaunt in front of them. And then, get on TV and only show, superficial celebrities and them wanting to bask in all of the glitz and glamour that they get from their fans and whatnot, and feed and harvest off the energy. They never show the celebrities that are humble, that, there's plenty of women and men out there that are celebrities that are humble, talking the truth, talking about God. I think they don't show those. They show the ones that are out there with the BBLs, half naked, just doggone near dressed and look like the devil. You know what I'm saying? Trying to project that crap on all the women that are out here right now and the young ladies, and then even the teenage girls, man, so they can feel like they need to grow up, be this boss chick, get these degrees, get this debt. You know what I'm saying? Do everything that you got to do. Be a single mother. Make sure you have kids out of wedlock, because you don't want to deal with a guy like that. You don't want to deal with them full time. So make sure you get this garbage Pookie that, can bottom you out, but that he's not going to be a good dad, or fight to keep the kid, because they do that kind of stuff, right? Part of the reason why they had the babies with these guys, they know the guy's not going to fight to keep the kid. A guy like me, I'm fighting to keep my kid. I'm getting a Jewish lawyer or 2 or 3. I'm going to fight. I can guarantee you I'll beat you, because, you women out here running around the streets, and you don't think that your social media can be used against you in court. How do you think I got custody of my kid? I use my baby mother's social media of her running around, gallivanting, and being, trifling and posting it up, right? I use it against her and got custody. Y'all don't know what you're doing, but you got a whole system in place for dumb pookies, but those pookies have a system. They're just running around trying to get as many as they can. Women, they're not where they're feeding off of y'all because they're never going to be nothing. So if they have kids with y'all and y'all letting them knock y'all up and half of y'all are decent looking, they're winning. They still had, you know, were procreated, and they're still going to make generations from you halfway decent women, right? They run through you, and then by the time we get to you, you know, you're all kind of, you know, washed up. At this point right now, you've let society tell y'all that you need to be liberated. Y'all went out here and done all the sleeping around. So you can't bond with no guy anyway. So you have all these demons attached to you from these relationships and situationships you've had with these men. Also, these little side things that y'all are doing with women too. Y'all are doing that also. You're not just grinding on them in clubs. You're doing grinding outside the clubs as well, right? So you have no ability to really connect yourself, you know, on a soul level to anybody. So of course, all you're gonna do is run around and project your trauma on everybody that you can, because you're in hell. You're in hell. Okay, you have not healed. When you're healed, you don't want to hurt nobody. You don't want to run around, you know, playing, you know, mental games. You know, what's her problem? You know, I guess she has the work or whatever. Seeing that look on her face. You know, you ain't got time to be doing stuff like that. You're just living your best life. You're happy, just like that goofy woman right there and her negative energy. I'm getting away from that, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be having all these issues because you. If you really want to talk about it, we all know where it stems from. Daddy issues, because this is the generation of people that were raised by single mothers. I don't care what you say. And if the dad was in the home, he wasn't there very often. And if he was there, he wasn't doing good things, right? That's what we're seeing right now. That's why I stand out. I came from a, you know what I'm saying, a nuclear home, you know, good parents, good mom, good dad, you know, traditional family. You know, and I have no issues like that. I'm a traditional man because of it. A lot of these people out here, they don't even know what, you know, family core values are. They watch their dad be trifling as you know what, and the mother playing mental games on him, cheating left and right, you know what I mean, instead of just leaving him. So, you know what I'm saying, right now, you have a lot of women with all these traumas that they've never recovered from, never healed from, and then they're out here in the dating world. You know what I'm saying? I watched a video the other day of a woman, or today, of a woman as a TikTok where, you know, she had the words up posted. It said, "Oh, man, I just broke his heart." And then, you know, the second part of it, you know, when she, you know, smiling was, "Well, at least I'm no longer, you know, stuck on my ex." Using men to get over their exes, man. You know, again, you know, literally going into the situation knowing that she's not going to ever really commit to that guy. Just use him to get over a guy that she really cares about, that she'll probably end up going back to anyway, right? It's just a mess out there right now. And that's why I suggest to y'all, don't date, you know. Listen, what is wrong? What's wrong with taking some time off? You don't have to do like me. You know, I've taken a year off and I don't have no plans on. I haven't. The reason why, again, before you ladies try to do this, where you keep trying to, before my video is over, make it seem like, you know, us as men, we don't have the ability to understand when we're ready to date or not, even though we're able to take care of ourselves without any welfare, or any help, or any assistance, or any child support. But all the help that you guys need, you need to still tell us, you know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you know, you guys just don't have the sense enough to know that a good thing's in front of you. No. You think it's a good thing in front of us. We have the sense enough to know it's not. Okay? And just because you can't handle rejection doesn't take away from the fact that whatever you have going on for yourself does not qualify you to date us. So whenever you get online, and I want y'all to understand, ladies, how weak you sound. Whenever, and yeah, I'm gaslighting you a little bit. I want you to understand how weak you sound getting online, telling a man, "Oh, you're just scared to commit." No. If men were like sitting in a room watching a video or listening to women talk like that, we're just gonna laugh, because we know what it really means. You don't know how to handle rejection. You're too scared to put yourself out there. And a lot of, like, what women do, like I was talking about earlier, they have these preventive measures that they put in place. So before they put themselves out there, and I don't want to hear women talking about we need to be vetting men more. That's all women do, is vet men. That's why when they get with these Pookies and Ray Rays, they vetted them enough. If you are opening your legs to someone, period, male or female, you vetted them enough. People are going to start taking accountability and responsibility for their actions. and stop being able to get away from things and walk off from things. And then, man, I got a woman who I'm texting, one of them. This woman is over here texting me randomly. I go live on TikTok or something. Then she starts texting, wanting me to talk to her while I'm on my live, like trying to take away from my time on my live. And then she disappears, you know. I try to get, you know, pictures out of her or whatever. She disappears and stuff. Hey, you know, I just said, listen, what are you doing here the other day? I told her, what are you doing here? She was like, and I brought up what she's doing. She had no comebacks to it. She goes, okay, from this point forward, you know what, let's just start over. That's what they do. You can never get them to take accountability for nothing. They're just like, let's just start over. And, you know, from this, and guess she did, disappeared again. What do you think? I don't care what you're doing. I'm not interested in you like that. You came after me. So, I mean, I don't breadcrumbing me and all this. It's really not breadcrumbing. They have so many men that they're juggling, they cannot keep up. They got so many men that they're juggling, they cannot keep up. They can't keep up with what's going on with one man to the other. They can't keep up with how many times they've texted you over the other guys. And they think that we don't know this. When we wrote the book on how to be a player, now these women think that they're writing the book through osmosis, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, listen, y'all, I gotta get off of here. I'm not gonna hold y'all. You know, peace, love, and light. Remember, hit the like button, share the live, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Talk to y'all a little bit later. I do plan on doing a podcast reaction video either on this channel or on my Lone Wolf Narc Bully channel. Remember, again, hit the like button, you guys. It helps spread us through the algorithm so we can get in touch and meet up with more lone wolves and, you know what I'm saying, spread the message. I have a lot of haters that come in and out without hitting the like button, so you guys that are actual subscribers and supporters, it's greatly appreciated when you do. All right, later.